Carla, you only made the list because nobody else wanted to do it.
I was just wondering who had it.
First and foremost, apologies. I know there's a whole host of people that can't or wanted to be here and couldn't be here because COVID's rife and everybody's been in contact with somebody. And so you're going to have to make do with myself and Gershon and Leanne and online Carolyn and Stuart. So, yeah, first and foremost, well done, congratulations. Listening to what people were saying, you know, Debbie saying we should meet up again as a group. I think it's incredibly important that you stay in touch, that you learn from one another, and that you keep going. You know, when I walked in earlier on and I saw who's here, because I actually didn't know, I was pleasantly surprised that I knew everybody's name from memory, because some of you I've known for ages, some of you I've only known for a little bit. But just going through, do you know that I employed Leanne way back when? She wasn't as vivacious as she is today, and she went from a little property assistant, not a little, and she's gone through and she's got an MBA and everything else, and she's got tattoos now and so forth. Krista, I employed you from way back when. We've shared stories. Sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit, so I apologize.
No problem.
We shared stories of you falling off your motorbike and this and that and everything else. Am I right?
Yeah. 2010.
Yeah. Mpo, you said you've been with us for 16 years. We started across the road in the toilet building.
Yes, together.
As a PA. And look where she is today. I mean, I get goose flesh when I see people going through. You were there typing stuff, and well done. So, I know the rest of you. Candace is a pharmacist. Did you know that?
No.
She's a pharmacist, but she loves the property industry. Carla's had kids, plenty. She's always on maternity leave. Because she comes from the West Range. So it's allowed. Okay. I think it's one dad. Yeah. Don't quit. What is it? You work for a company called Paladin. Yeah. It was a disaster of a company, and we bought those couple of properties for them, if you remember. He was man alone running that centre, sitting in a dingy, dark office.
Not that bad.
It was bad. Yeah. But we shared a lot of personal things. I remember sticking you for a lunch way back when we originally bought that property, and he's gone through the ranks from there. Still staying in Primrose.
Yeah.
My valley, where I grew up.
We went to that roadhouse.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Is it food safe?
Debbie, you've been around forever. I mean, she's a workaholic. She works so hard. Carla, you were my team for a very long time. You know, I hold you in very high regard, and you're very dear to my heart. Once she came and took all my tents and camping equipment from my house, and as I took it out the store in the garden, a rat jumped out, and I think I was still running. It was a scary encounter.
Therapy.
And Warren, I've kind of worked with you, but
Yeah, on and off, man.
On and off. Did you know that his brother was Mr. South Africa?
Yes, we see him.
Just say.
Yeah. And he was a school teacher. He taught with my wife.
Yes. Yeah. You said way back there, yeah.
Yeah, we're going back a long time. How's that relevant to this management course that you've done and what you've learned? I don't know. But it certainly gives me a sense of pride to see you come through the ranks and taking on opportunities. And even at this late age, Hayley, being able to do some introspection and think about what your goals are, what you can do to change. Because let's face it, the last 2 years have been absolute hell. It hasn't been easy. And I think as management, you need to go and dig deep and find that passion and that energy to be able to stand up So that the people that work for you and look up to you say, it's going to be okay if he's okay or she is okay. What I also find very often at different levels is that you guys have fear. It's time to kick that fear to touch. You're good. You need to believe in yourself. You can do it. Make decisions. If it's the wrong decision, apologize afterwards. But if you think you must do it. Don't hold back. Don't holding back is for sissies. Don't be who you can be. Go and take on the challenge. Growthpoint's a great company, but we're only as good as our employees. I, in fact, attended a bit of a case study yesterday. Believe it or not, it was Norbert and myself online. But it was some, I don't know, it's like a management something. And it was about the Kenyan marathon runners, the 800, 1,500 and 800. And it was the most fascinating hour and a half of my life. Because a lot of people believe the Kenyans are so good because they scroll. And they live so high up in the mountains so they can have a lot. It's got nothing to do with it. There's this one little village, it doesn't even have a proper track, there's no grass, it's dust. And some of the world champions, Olympic champions, all of them train in that little city. And you know what, they just believe in themselves. They've got role models that they look up to, which is the previous Olympic champion, and they want to make people proud. And they're poor. But one of the important things that came through that is even if that person goes and wins the diamond leagues and the world champ, and suddenly goes from having nothing to earning millions, what does he do? He or she, they go back to that village and they start teaching the little ones. So I want to ask you to take what you've learned, to go and give it back to your people, but at the same time manage upwards. Because I think management is often very, very good. Quizelle, I think you've got a hell of a challenge with Walter. But please manage upwards, because we can all learn from what we've gone through. So, guys, well done. It's always very emotional to stand in front of everybody and share some stuff. Well done, and keep going. Okay.